Hi there and welcome to another episode of the Creepy Froggy vlog, in which we investigate strange and peculiar places and phenomena. Today we are going to look at another abandoned site, because the theme of this season is abandoned, which is anything but you could tell about the road behind me. That is not very abandoned. So we're gonna look at an abandoned mine, and this mine is situated just outside Vattholma, which is a little village about 90 kilometers north of Stockholm, Sweden. Tag along. So this abandoned mine is called Strömhagsgruvan, and it's an old iron mine. It is supposed to be the oldest mine in this area, and apart from this mine there are also a few other mines in this area that are also abandoned. So this forest is, littered with abandoned mine holes. So I'd be careful walking around here, because most of these mines will probably be water filled. And if not, then you will just fall down a long shaft. And they're not always protected with fences. So this structure here is from the later use of the mine. The mine was started in 1842. But the mine was quickly filled with water, and in 1916 they began to mine this area again. And the iron was exported to Germany. But in 1918 the mining was cancelled again. They had by then got about 3,920 tons of iron. In 1952 they began mining this area again, and the mine was emptied of water, and new structures were put up here. Among that, this is more recent, 1950s. They were supposed to lower the old shaft from 70 to 115 meters and connect the mine to an adjacent mine about 1 kilometer northwest. But that didn't happen, and the mine here was just about 100 meters deep when they stopped mining here in 1954. So that's a brief overview of this mine. Let's go and have a look, see what we can find, apart from this concrete blocks or concrete buildings. So at the moment this area has been used for placing timber that has been cut down, waiting for the different companies to come and pick it up, make, wood or paper from it. Let's see if we can find the actual mine shafts. They're supposed to be like basically a hole in the ground with a rickety fence around it. Let's go see what we can find. There are flies everywhere. Look, these rocks, very heavy, full of iron. I would expect remnants of the activities going on here. Oh, this place is full of mosquitoes and stuff. See, here are old newspapers. I'm not going to touch it. Just trying to see what year they're from. They're not that old, I don't think. 2017 or so. let's go see if we see an actual hole. That's quite cool. So the forestry machines have really gone through here recently and created new tracks. This area, it was a mining area, so in the 50s and almost 50 years before then. You can see these tracks here, done by forestry machines, but here I can see something that looks like it might be remnants of the old mine. So that's the forestry track. Behind there is a forestry track, but it actually is the machine seems to have used the old mining roads here, mining area. Oh man, mining well, route. I am going to pull down my trouser legs a little bit because we're going through high grass here and I don't want to get ticks. You can ticks everywhere. See here? That's what I came to see here. See, there's a dried out creek or brook here. You can barely see it, but I'm stepping over that to get to this. It's made by concrete. Made with concrete. This looks to be like some sort of house. The frick is this? I guess this was part of the old mine, like the mine work, some sort of metal container or something, maybe parts of a, I don't know, roof or something. But this looks like an old house, maybe to do with the mining, I would assume. You have the steps here leading down. I wonder if it had, if this was like the basement and he had a structure above it, like wooden maybe. Anyway, that's a basement window. Like a hole in the wall there. I wonder if they had pipes or something going through here, or just you know, structure, like beams or something going there. Let me see if I can actually go in here and have a look. I did not expect to find this. I expected to find old just holes in the ground. This is like an old basement. This is quite cool actually. What's this? See what it's been made of. It's got stones in it. So they made it of like concrete and stones. This is one, like the entrance room then, I guess. I have no idea what they made here, but it's lots of rocks and stuff here. These ones, they didn't just fall here. I just guess they just left them here. The trees obviously grew afterwards. Got the part of the construction visible there. Got more holes here, I guess maybe for construction, or maybe they had something attached to it. Some sort of something to do with the work that was being done here. I don't know if this is a window or a door, but that's an old rusty bucket. And there's another room there, and that block in the middle looks like the kind of block they used in the Cold War to prevent, you know, if enemy tanks came through the village or came through the area, they would prevent them from coming through. But why would it be here in the middle of this building? Let's see what the other bits are. This looks like it's an old window as well. Like they had windows into the other rooms. And that's another, like maybe for a beam, because you have another hole over there. So maybe there was like some sort of construction, like a beam going through here to hold something up. And there's another one of those concrete plinths. Two of them, one's deteriorated. Maybe, I mean obviously they were put there for a reason, so maybe they were holding some machinery up actually. And there's two of those over there, so probably holding some machinery. And this is the only way in, that one. So I would guess that maybe this is some sort of entryway. This. And not a window. And that too then. Because there's no doors in these walls here. In this room. There's no doors. This is the only opening, and the same here with this room. There's no other door. Let's see if I can get a good picture of the layout of this. So there is the entrance door and two windows. You can see the room there. And then this sort of opening here into this room. That has no doors in the outer wall. That is just a room with two plinths. And then off to this direction, there's an opening leading into this room. Again with two concrete pillar things. I see something over there that I'm gonna check out. But also I wanted to show you that... Ooh, this is a bit precarious. I don't know if I should be walking here. Probably not. Feels like I'm really high up, but it's not really high. Here. See that? And that? Don't know what that is. What that is. Maybe there was something here. Some sort of machinery, equipment. That is a box. I don't know if you can open it. But it's a box. Let me see if I can... Don't want to drop my phone. My other phone. Whew. Let me see here. I can open this. Oh, freak. Ah, no, I can't open it. It's too heavy. Oh my god, it doesn't seem to be locked, but it's too freaking heavy for me. So if you're a bodybuilder or something, come here and try to open this for me, please. I don't know what that is, what that contains. It's quite big. It's like maybe 50 centimeters that way. Slightly long here, 60 maybe. 60 centimeters tall maybe. And whatever is in here or was kept in here was important enough, or they had to be careful with it enough to have, you know, big locks here. I don't know, maybe they just welded it shut something. Oh. Now I am going to have a look at that other thing I saw. I'm walking on the back of this building now. Take some pictures first. Right, so I saw some sort of round lid, like a concrete lid, so maybe there's some more remnants over here after this activity. Let's go look. Now, this has a lid on it, so I guess this might be part of the old mine. And I am not going to try to lift that, because if I can't lift that tiny lid, then I cannot lift this. It's got 3 metal hooks, so they probably use some sort of chain and a lifting, like a lift, to place this lid here. You can see under it, it's got wooden beams. So I would guess this is one of the old mining shafts. Don't know if there's anything else over here. Whew. It's a tiny, like a gully here, but I don't know if that's been filled in then or something. Okay. Now, well, I can't find any old shaft apart from that covered up thing, but that building was quite interesting. I don't know what that is for, but it's probably to do with the mining industry. So I didn't find the one thing I wanted to find, which was there's supposed to be a water-filled hole that was the old mine. That is like 110 something meters deep, and it's got this rickety fence around it. And it's somewhere in these forests, but it's too freaking hot to be walking around, and there's lots of mosquitoes. But what I did find was that abandoned building that I didn't know would be here. That is a little bit cooler than a deep hole. But thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.